Okay, we all know that brands use everything in their control to make us buy their products, from fancy visuals to the product packaging to the colors they use in their advertising. But did you know that they've also started targeting our nose? Yes, brands are literally making us smell our way into buying their products. And it just makes sense, doesn't it? A pleasant smell makes everyone happy, so why not? But here's the important question: how do they do it? And does it actually work? We did a little sniffing around to find out, and we'll dive right into it. This is Siddhant, and welcome to a brand new episode of Let's Do Shots. Scent marketing is all about evoking a certain kind of emotion in your brain. The end goal, of course, being you making a purchase. For instance, citrusy scents like lemon are commonly attributed to cleanliness and could make a messy store seem cleaner. The smell of coffee can mimic a feeling of alertness, even if you haven't had a single cup of coffee all day. Using scent to enhance experiences is more common than we think. It's happening all around us, and we just fail to observe what's happening. You'd never think hospitals would play with your senses, but they do. They use scents to create a more soothing environment. Gyms and fitness facilities, on the other hand, use bright and invigorating scents which inspire action and make you feel energized. But do you know a sneaky thing coffee shops do? They roast and grind the coffee and pump it through the exhaust fan in their shops to help consumers feel more focused while they work in these cafes. And if you think this is new, think again. This has been happening for ages. Americans associate the smell of baked cookies with their childhood. It reminds them of home and evokes an emotional response in them. So, for decades now, real estate agents in the West have been placing freshly baked cookies in the kitchen of houses to make the environment feel more homely, thereby contributing to a sale. I know what you're thinking about. You're thinking of that time you went to the mall and right at the entrance, you were lured by the warm scent of biscuits and sugar. Yes, those cookie shops in malls bake every single hour to ensure the enticing aroma never dies out. Everything is more deliberate than you think. But scent marketing is not just limited to food, it's everywhere. If you've ever walked into an Abercrombie and Fitch store, you'll notice a distinct scent in the air. And every Abercrombie store smells the same, no matter which outlet you visit in whichever city in the world. It's because a specific scent is diffused through their stores, through the air conditioning system, and the brand uses the scent even on their billboards. When people were made to smell the scent outside the store, they responded by saying that it smelled very sexy and masculine, while some actually said it reminded them of a male clothing store. The scent legit ties in with the visual branding of Abercrombie and Fitch. So yeah, we've established this is happening right under our nose, but does the trick actually make consumers spend more? Enter Nike. In one study, two identical rooms were stocked with Nike sneakers. Everything was the same except that one room was scented and the other wasn't. The scented store actually made more sales as compared to the unscented one, proving that a pleasant aroma does have an effect on purchasing behavior. Luxury brands use this to their advantage all the time. High end stores widely use warm scents like vanilla in their stores. But here's why: warm scents make people feel like they're in a dense environment, making them feel less in control, which makes them purchase an item in an attempt to retain power or retain the control. And you thought your ex was manipulative. But amongst all these examples, perhaps the most fascinating one is Disney. In its world famous theme parks, they pump out the scent of vanilla on the main street to entice you to buy ice cream as soon as you enter the park. In the area surrounding the Pirates of the Caribbean section, the scent of salt water is pumped out to get you to go on the ride, and all their popcorn stands pump out the smell of buttery popcorn to entice you to buy a bag. These are just a few examples of Disneyland's scent marketing. They have a unique scented experience for almost every ride and every zone in the park. Since smells have such a strong connection with memory, it makes people want to come back because they associate these smells with happy, fun memories and they keep coming back for more. There's a Hard Rock Cafe hotel in Orlando, which is an hour away from the nearest beach. Yet, it has added an ocean smell to its lobby so that guests can imagine checking into a seaside resort even though they're nowhere close to it. But if you think it was all rosy, scents can have a negative impact too. In 2008, Starbucks started using the smell of warm breakfast sandwiches in their outlets, and people hated it. It almost caused a major crisis for the brand. People don't go to Starbucks for their food, it's usually their location and the atmosphere which attracts people. The sandwich smell ruined the ambience. I mean, if a coffee shop did not smell like coffee, would you really want to hang out there? And here's the kicker: Play Doh, the colored clay brand for kids, has gone to the lengths of the earth to trademark its sweet, slightly musky, vanilla like fragrance. Oh, the nostalgia is really kicking in now. But here's the point: scents are now being trademarked. Scent branding and marketing is everywhere. You just have to be alert enough to notice it. So the next time you go on a shopping spree at a store, keep your nostrils open.